Alright, welcome on in everyone to the stream. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, night, wherever it is there in your time of the world. Let's see what we've got. Welcome on in, Skaven Man, just yes. Go. Welcome on in. It has begun indeed. Live I could watch during normal times and not night shift, brilliant. I'm glad you managed to make it. I'm glad it's definitely not during a night shift. That makes it a little bit less exciting, a little more tired, a little more sleepy, which is not good here for Skarbrand and Corn. So for any who are just starting with us, or who would like a little bit of a rehash, we are doing a Hounds and Heroes run of a legendary Skarbrand playthrough. We're only using Flesh Hounds and Chaos Warhounds, and any other allied forces we can recruit on in that actually have any kind of doggos in the name. So the likes of the Skin Wolves and such, once we actually start making friends with the Norska, they will be added on in to our roster if we can make any friends with Skarbrand. We'll see. Dwarf blood, green skin blood, all the blood. Absolutely. We'll be starting off with some green skin blood and some ogre blood, and then also stabbing clan Moors right in their back. From the start here, we had a little bit of a slow beginning, where Skarbrand had one defeat very early on, because we got a little bit overextended before we had our full armies out and running around. Now we have tons of blood hosts. We've got Frank the Hound Master and the Wrathful Harvesters over here. Frank currently is the one that is rolling with Karanak. Pay no attention, this is a Flesh Hound in disguise. Perfectly well disguised. It's just like 3 or 4 Flesh Hounds pretending to be a Bloodthirster. Don't pay him no mind. The Karanak is going to be rolling with Frank, of course. And then we've got, let's see, a couple more armies up in the north. Most of these are going to be Blood Host armies. And the power of them cannot be understated. So we've got the Bone Eaters, the Red Masters coming across to attack Matorka. Red Feasters will help them with that if they can, or come up towards Karanak and Gazar, depending. We've got Steve and his forces here, which we took from Doc Karaz. And Skarbrand has moved on in to surround Barag and Dawaz back, which is about to be Barag Dawaz broken. The thing we're going to be getting to pretty early on here is going to be our Slaughter and Carnage battle, because our victory conditions actually grant us the Chainsword. And all we need to complete them is just finishing up our Slaughter and Carnage quest battle. From there, we're going to go as far as we can towards the long campaign victory, so that means Skarbrand is going to be cutting a bloody swath towards the Seducers of Slaanesh. They might even get wiped out before we get there, but we should be able to take out a ton of settlements on through. I would like to also fight the Keebler Elves hiding in Athaloran, as well as go after the Empire's best gunners here in Wissenland. We'll put our Flesh Hounds to the absolute test. Are we going to raise the Empire to the ground? Also, I love that Skarbrand does have a goal, but you just follow wherever your armies are and delete them pretty much. Make an ocean of blood. Chainsword is best sword. And the Chainsword is going to be going straight over to Karanak himself. So we're going to have ourselves a doggo wheeling around a chain blade, which sounds great. Definitely going to be one of the next Elden Ring DLC bosses. We are extremely negative income right now because of all the Blood Host armies we've got running around, but it really doesn't matter. So we're going to actually just start off to stream a little bit of a warm-up battle against the forces of Hack Tooftaka here at Barag Dawaz. And I've kind of realized something with our normal Chaos Hounds. I'll show you here in this battle. I have been using them incorrectly this whole time. Even though they are expendable, they should still be used from the flanks, because they have Frenzy, where your normal Flesh Hounds don't. So their melee attack, as long as they have that leadership unbroken, or higher than 50%. Excuse me, Skarbrand, work with me. I guess we'll have to in a second. The plan is we're going to use them more as flankers instead. Let the Flesh Hounds use that demonic vigor and resilience to kind of block initial charges, while they use their Frenzy to rip in the rear. They don't have a lot of armor piercing, but this is a ton of melee attacks, so almost all of their attacks will land, especially on getting flanks against the enemy. So, Warhounds off to the side. Flesh Hounds taking the initial charge squad. Our cultist Skarbrand. Skarbrand can likely handle this battle entirely by himself, as he can with most. Flesh Hounds make it so much more fun, don't they? Alright, so we'll grab all of the Center Hounds after getting Skarbrand and our cultist. I really just need them up front so I can keep track a little bit easier. Those poor gobos, they will make an ocean of blood. They shall indeed. We'll send the cultist directly in to just go find some Mort Boys and give them a hug, in the name of Corn. And we'll send Skarbrand into the trees. He's got the Wayfarer banner of swiftness, so he's got extra acceleration, deceleration, and strider, so he cares zero about any kind of terrain. Skarbrand the horrifying. As soon as our Chaos Warhounds here are able to replenish a bit, we will go ahead and start up our Slaughter and Carnage quest battle. And through the Gabos he charges. They don't even stop him a little bit. That's an ocean of blood. We'll go ahead and just activate all those abilities. He can stay for a moment, start doing some damage. We'll bring our Flesh Hounds across, because I'd love to have them get some snacks. And where are the archers? They need to go away immediately. Pretty much the only unit they have that can do any damage to Skarbrand. Rounds, come on up. It's almost time for you to do your thing. Rounds on the other side. Go ahead and advance as well. Those bloodletters are doing some work. Ocean of blood indeed. Well, it's not about face. Let's keep fighting. I found that this would be my favorite of just watching the battle. I can still command pretty well too. Let's just have you annihilate these poor unfortunate war boys first. Activate your rocket boosters. Warhounds can just start mauling the fleeing. Oh, they're smart. Clever girls. Alright, Flesh Hounds. Let's send these two after this group of Orc Boar boys. You two after these Air boys. Gonna waddle on into the fight. Maybe Lord ran right into Skarbrand. What a mistake. You guys can come on in and just hit this fight quite nicely.
Bloodfather guides me.
Bloodfather guides you. Hounds come bounding in happily. Mushrooms probably don't make the best snacks for them. Plenty of bones in here too. Hounds hit first. Frenzy on these guys is just so effective. And there's the victory. Everybody down. Poor greenskins. Weakness of the Gabos. Dog treats, kill, and pitiful goblins. Not even that many goblins here. Well, definitely not for very long. Just activate the Dude of Death and start sending the Hounds around to gather up all these lovely Roomy boys. All the skulls of the throne. We'll have Skarbrand sack this settlement. That way our blood hosts behind him can continue their bloodletting, so that way they don't attrition so quickly. And we're going to move after the Dawi next. Pretty good warm-up battle, though. Yeah, so we're going to try to use our Flesh Hounds, especially the ROR guys here that we can replace every turns very easily. We'll use them, probably a 3 or 4 of the Flesh Hounds as an initial charging group, and then our Warhounds and the rest of the Flesh Hounds will go for those flanks. Should work out even better than we have been so far. I wonder if we'll meet Grimgor. He always becomes the strongest faction, so I wonder what a clash of 2 titans will look like. That is a fun idea, and it would also give us a bit more armor. I don't know what else Grimgor gives you, but I know he gives you some armor. If it's weapon strength, even more worth. Me and the Lady Wizard just got off of watching the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy extended edition. Man, those 4-hour-long movies each. Such glorious films, though. Alright. 3 lost in that fight. 2 Towers is my favorite. What is your favorite of the 3? Go ahead and sack it for that. 3,000. 41,000 favor from that battle. Alright. So since they're not really fighting us at all, they're not going to do really much as we come on in, so let's go into March. March through the agony. And we are going to try to claim Karanak as well. So we're going to sack or destroy Varenka Hills, move in and claim Karanak for corn, of course. I'd really like to start a fight with the Skaven, but I think we want to wait just a turn or two. So for now, we'll start stealing their goodies and see if we can't get them to break the treaty kind of naturally.
Herald of Corn.
Sweet stuff. Bastion. We'll make you a Woo Maker up to 507 damage. Pretty dang good for a War Shrine. Tough question to love them all, but I think Two Towers is one of my favorites. The Return of the King is glorious too. The Fellowship is just to make they're all good movies. That's the problem. Picking a favorite of the three is very difficult. But I love the battles in Two Towers.
Lord of Corn.
Right, that's about all we can get to for this turn. We could probably recruit up a few more lords, but I think we're going to avoid that for now. If anything, I might just have Frank the Houndmaster recruit in some more hounds. Yeah, so let's grab a couple of these normal war hounds and then one more flesh hound. It's expensive, but now we're here for it. Come on, Sir John. Let's fight. Hello, Hisamaru. Of the Rings trilogy, I prefer the Two Towers because of the Helm's Deep fight. The Helm's Deep fight is awesome. Plus, as the relationship between Gimli and Legolas becomes more towards bro cop, it's the best. Gimli is best dwarf. He's the only dwarf you see, but... And that was another thing. I really wish... And again, I haven't read Lord of the Rings in so long, but it would have been awesome to see the dwarves as one of the armies that you get to see fight, but... Yeah, you get that in The Hobbit, kind of. Kind of. It's not nearly the same. Alright. Wrath of Harvesters, you guys are about done in this world, so we'll just send Frank on in, and then you guys can be our reinforcements. Ooh, Frank gets a Pyrrhic victory. Sorry, peasants. Your armor won't save you from our flesh hounds. Let's bring the Wrath of Harvesters through. The plan with them is to try to attack Samuel. Don't think it's going to work, though. I don't think they get to replenish their movement if they are a reinforcing army. We'll find out. Pyrrhic victory will take out our Skull Crushers. Let's have ourselves a fight against Bretonia, where our not flesh hound can go fight a Knight of Bretonia. The field. The giant elephants. That's also fair. The elephants are horrifyingly effective, or however you would pronounce that one. I don't like seeing all of the horses get trampled. How much armor-piercing weapon strength does the Flesh Hounds have? Not much. We can chill it off here in a second. It's close to a 50-50 split, but it's probably more like a 60-40. Let's get in here and find out. 38 base, 20 armor-piercing, so it's not much, but it's definitely more than 0. We are going to struggle against the Dawi quite a bit. Okay, so it looks like most of their spearmen are on the other side. We've got lots of spears here. Punching through the center might be one of the best options. Get a good old Flesh Hound wedge going. Kind of in each other's way. I don't need both of you like that. Excuse me. Hound dogs. Work with us here. Try to punch through. We use the Flesh Hound in disguise. It goes straight after Sir John with Karanak. And here's the Bloody Fist. If you've never seen what Khorne's Bloody Fist ROR looks like, he has the Gore Shield passive, so anytime it's next to a large target, it gets 15% more ward save. Kind of an interesting ability. Makes it a very good anti-large duelist. He's a very angry Flesh Hound that can fly. And then for the rest of our hounds, we're just going to have them off in the wings, kind of waiting. And as soon as they dedicate any of those pikemen to the fight, we can send them in. These guys in a unit, you all in a unit, then Karanak and our sneaky hound for the fray. The Rohan theme is also one of my top 3 greatest music pieces in history. It's just so perfect. A wave of ghost over the battlefield. Alright, guys. The fact that you're slower than the Flesh Hounds is probably not great, but punch on through. bring these hounds forward. Karanak and our Hunter of Men after John. Right through these men-at-arms. You guys hit this flanking group. Alright, that's your whole run. Let you lock down John. Sorry, Jonathan. Time to fall.
It's called command.
Let you fly over the top and then turn and hit him. Well, he's got several quarters now. Yes, Warhounds come around. They can actually surround and destroy these spearmen arms pretty quickly because they don't count as large targets. The Fleshhounds didn't really pull through that well. The idea was sound, the execution just wasn't all there. Here, Karanak, you pull away for just a moment. Alright, they've attacked through. Go ahead and start hitting some of these flanks here. They annihilated those spearmen. Give them the old dude of death. Karanak, going back in and go after John. Alright, see if we can't pull you through. Those spears do not feel great. This unit here is entirely broken for rolling their line. Pull the Fleshhounds through. Slam into these pole arms. We'll see if we can with the whole group. And here come the reinforcements. Alright, Karanak's Howl. Summon in the those Fleshhounds, and that should be enough to deal with you. Fleshhound with Karanak. Indeed, and then the third movie, the Pelennor scene. That is cinema. See, we've been missing out on so long. And even going back and watching the Hobbit trilogy, which is not great by any means. So much better than what they're creating currently. We didn't know what we had until current day. And this group's all shattered, especially with the arrival of the Bloody Fist. Let's have the two hunters go wide. Charging here. Karanak, you keep hunting down your target. Even though he is not a wizard, his horse will be a delicious treat. Annihilate these spears. We'll send in you as well, and that should be that.
The Skull Taker's decree.
Those men-at-arms. The Skull Taker's decree. It's the most chaotic battlefield there ever was, but we'll take it. Nice, speed that along. Tonians being trapped means even if we don't manage to catch them all, we'll plenty of skulls, but we still want to round up as many as we can. If we manage to catch anyone, we'll send the skull cannon in there. Warhounds. Need this many chasing one target. There we are. We understand why Warhammer copied so much from that beautiful piece of literature and story. It was pretty much the first in terms of fantasy in general, so everyone that came after and had elves or orcs, or just kind of similar lines of storytelling, he was the first. Man, how his legacy has been kind of squandered since. It is sad. Those moves, first three, fantastic. 24 losses for Frank the Houndmaster. And pretty much 100 kills each. The Warhounds with that Frenzy getting a lot of kills. They are our anti-polearm units, which that's what we're going to be using them for as well. Have Man Thing seen the trailer of Once Human? I have not yet. I think we'll have to keep put on the list. Is it that good? Let's go watch the new Kroggar episode. I've also tried to draw him, but it's so hard to figure out. I'd love to see some finished artwork of Kroggar. I bet he is incredibly difficult to draw. mix of Control and SCP. Oh, fun. Because Control already kind of was SCP, just without any of the big beasties so much and more. Just, this is a stop sign of doom. Control had some really cool looking graphics, though. Very fun. It's the best Jedi game that we've ever had. 24 lost, lots of skulls claimed. Oh, we will go ahead and just raise this to the Skull Throne.
Lord of Court.
Right, well, once human either way definitely sounds like something to check out. Samuel the Worm Killer. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Wrathful Harvesters here. And we'll just use Frank.
Corn demands blood.
Corn demands blood. So we'll just give you then, Frank, one more. We'll just keep doing one. Lots of spears that we're going to be facing off against, so that the Warhounds are going to be fantastic with that, dealing with that. I'm thinking. So what do we get to upgrade our Warhounds? Savage Bloodlust. Oh, the Warhounds aren't in there. Where do they count? Oh, Monstrous Strength, really? Weapon Strength for all non-demonic war beasts. 10% or 8 more melee attack. Really? It's split up. Well, let's go ahead and start armoring up our Flesh Hounds then. 12 more armored, or I guess 8 more armor, 8 more charge bonus for tier 2 here.
Aid me in slaughter.
One enemy is a bus with hands. A bus with hands does not sound like a fun enemy at all. We can go ahead and put in the Ancient Boneyard here. Our income is really getting suspect, but we've got lots of battles ahead to fix that as well. So Red Masters, I'm gonna go ahead and land ashore here at Matorka.
Acceptable. I will.
Oh no, Malbob.
Herald of
Let you follow the Red Masters on in.
I'm sad.
Oh, you can't. Okay, well, what if we go in more? You go past them. Sail, sail, sail.
Sail on.
Oh, they may not be able to get closer.
Impossible.
Oh, perfect. They do manage. We'll give this one to the auto-resolve, since they are just a Bloodhost army.
Slaughter. Rejoice.
Slaughter, rejoice. We'll go ahead and sack Matorka. Reach their camp, I'm absolutely going to. Ah, the Red Masters can't. How unfortunate for them. We'll leave them as what they are. Red Feasters, come on forward. We've got the Skull Pile over there. And Kolek and the Ever-Chosen get Karanak. They can indeed. They just have a little bit of a different path to it. Where I don't remember the exact building, but it is a tier 4 building instead of just a tier 3. Let's go ahead and be sneaky here with the Red Feasters. Let them think they're not there. Steve, you come on up. Oh, you can't reach Barag to Wazbag. Well, I guess you can. Here, walk on up. We'll have Skarbrand attack it again to get a little bit more movement. Turn around and go after Bergen. Try our hand against the Dawi. Let's do it. We got a Goblin here, which that could be a little bit spooky. Where do we leave these Dawi? Let's just go after Varanka Hills. Who all's at war with you?
Do not sully my presence any longer than you must.
No one that we want to be friends with. Actually, we could talk to Clan Moors. What am I talking about? Hello there, Queek.
I will kill you.
Oh, I'm sure you could try. We'll join your war against Karazakarak. You give me all the money. Think you so smart? He's gonna accept it, remember. Still doesn't like us very much. I'm helping you, you big clown. Come here, Dawi. Decisive victory. Yes, quite. Let's see how the auto-resolve treats armor versus our Warhounds. I'm sure it's not gonna be kind. Actually, again, break the siege. Let's do the quest battle first. Slaughter and Carnage. We need the money. Plus, I would love to have the chainsword already. So we teleport. Now, ready or not. Close defeat. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit spooky. They do have... So now we can just hit these guys one at a time. With just an absolute swarm of Flesh Hounds. This is gonna be great. I'm not concerned. Knocked Dwarf off chair. Those poor Dawi, an army all centered around mobility against them. Also Skarbrand. He's an army on its own. And that's kind of been my plan for this one. We'll have several armor-piercing heroes and a lord to go with the Flesh Hounds. Figured it would work quite well. Oh, Crimson Skull. It's a scary-looking dude, though. Skarbrand just has a glorious goatee. He actually looks proper scary. Take the Book of Grudges and punt it off the nearest cliff.
I am the Spine Crusher, the Skull Taker, the Blood Quencher. I am violence. I am war. I am wrath. I am rage incarnate.
And I have brought my doggos. Alright. We're just gonna send you up this way. We're gonna fight this one first. I'm gonna have all of my... Excuse me. Have all of my hounds come one direction. We want all of the normal Chaos Hounds kind of off doing their own thing. We want them to charge in after. You three come up front. And we'll just attack them in waves here with our hounds. Keep these hounds back here. Skarbrand, time for you to go straight through and annihilate the Blood Shrine. Blood for the Blood God, indeed. That guy is scarier, yes, but did he manage to make a dent in Khorne? Didn't think so. Hey, that guess that's also true. Did he get chucked to the earth so hard that his eye turned blue? Also, where are our bloodworms? Bloodworms coming for the next DLC? We just make them erupt out of the ground like a army ability? Come on in, lads. Time to die. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I can't lie. We don't have our summons anymore because the Blood from the Blood God did run out. Should have gone after that last turn. Alright, Flesh Hounds, get ready. Get him. Skarbrand runs. Hold him here. Drag them down kind of as quickly as we can. Oh, those Flesh Hounds. Oh, it's not the Flesh Hound, it's our hero. He'll be fine. I believe in him. Get ready, Hound Dogs. We do have the heals if we need to pop them. He's healing on his own, though. Well, I trust in him. Flesh Hounds chase them through. Oh, the good old Dragon's Breath. Come on up, Flesh Hounds. Get in after these Chaos Warriors. Skarbrand's annihilating this first Bloodthirster. Alright, let's move on in after the heroes. We'll get the shrine first. Send these hounds up. We're gonna take a little bit of casualties in the hounds, but that'll be alright. Ooh, not this way, please. We'll just go ahead and pop heals. We need some extra bloodletters as well. Off the Skull Crusher, just make sure we drag them down. The death of the Blood Shrine, they lose a big chunk of leadership too. You guys fall back, take a Minotaur, and go snack on them. Then we'll drag them all in together. Hello, Minotaurs, trying to reinforce your allies? I think not.
My duty.
Skarbrand, get in there. We're gonna bring some of these hounds through to hit the Blood Crushers. Maul them. Lucky you guys didn't do anything. But we've got these Minotaurs surrounded. They're going nowhere. Death by 1,000 bites. Come on, Skarbrand, get him. We'll have you help out with this clown. Flesh Hounds. They take a little bit too much damage. Go ahead and pull through. Only 19 of you boys left and don't like that at all. These hounds come through. Come on, hounds. Nurgle Horde has finally arrived. More slaughter. Now we're doing fine. There goes one lord. Would clobber that clown. You chase off the enemies that are still here. Get in there on those bloodletters. We'll just ignore Nurgle for now. It's gonna take them a long time to get over here. Minotaurs dealt with. Of this group, time for you guys to run up the hill. And the second Lord falls. Alright, so Cultist, you stand up here and get ready. We've got your Greater Gate of Corn, which is perfect.
I go forth. Sacrifice.
Alright, we've lost quite a bit of the ROR unit, but they are dropping leadership heavily, which is awesome. Come on back here after these Skull Crushers. Alright, Skarbrand. Go hunt down Molchanius Malignance. What a name. With the rivals in the back line. No Hounds were harmed in the making of this battle. These two leadership is a little bit rough. Go ahead and pull them back. Alright, our corny enemies are dealt with. So now we deal with the Mulchy boys. Hey Kevin, welcome on in. Loving the Krokgar campaign? I love to hear it. Alright, Skarbrand, come on back just a little bit here. Guess one of the Hounds decided not to come back with their brothers. Oh, one of them got stuck with the Soul Grinder. Yeah, it's a bad fight for everyone. Bring these Hounds in. Have you chase the Soul Grinder of Nurgle? Bring your Hound Burst of Doom. Those who are fighting need to remain doing so. Stop these poor flies from escaping. I've made a terrible mistake. I have to summon on in the extra Bloodthirster there. They're all going to surround Skarbrand. What a fun idea. Send 2 Warhounds in to hunt them down. You two go straight after the Soul Grinder. Skarbrand can handle himself. Especially with Warhound support. Demons a no. They'll get a little bit of damage back, but we'll surround and get our Frenzy. Rampage for a moment there, Skarbrand. Extra damage. We should probably go for more melee attack on these Hounds. Nice miss. Hounds coming up. Healthy Hounds we will use, just kind of run over. These other Plague Bearers are going to be a problem. Keep you back, let our Bloodthirst keep dueling with the Soul Grinder. Those flies are dealt with. Skarbrand. Onward. Hounds, you did a very admirable job. Let's go ahead and hit these Forsaken next. Send him straight through. Funny that our Bloodthirster's losing to a Soul Grinder. Quite impressive there, Soul Grinder. Alright, Skarbrand, get out of there. We need to have the Hound Dogs do some work for us. You're taking some serious damage. Side go through after the Exalted Plague Bearers. Those Warhounds, didn't think they would enjoy that charge very much, but expendable they are. Come on up in here. Our Warhounds got smacked. Poor lads. Let's go Skarbrand into the back line. Nurgle will be more difficult to get through than Khorne. All these guys all down. We need to hit the Exalted Plague Bearers before they chuck their nades. Alright, Warhounds, fall back just for a moment. You are not winning your fights. And Rampage, they can't throw those grenades any longer. Got a wee bit more dicey. Call in the Bloodletters, and that should pretty much finish them off. These Warhounds back in. Let's go up to the Nurglings. Hound that stops healing. Let's go ahead and nom nom on Molchanius. There we go. This went better than expected. Can't not fight that they are weak. I also agree. Those Hounds extra melee attack. We'll try to rip through these Plague Berries here. We're gonna go away for a moment. We'll charge you back in. Psychic Charging Master. There we go. One in, Hounds. We'll let the Bloodletters keep dealing with Milchanius here.
Cultist of the Blood God.
Some of these Hounds through, that way they're not getting taken out by the huge weapon strength for that crit and clean one. Alright, Skarbrand, one more charge. You're done. Super slamming.
I march.
Alright, that's a victory. Skarbrand back on in, just run them right over. We take their sweet time disintegrating back to Grandfather's Garden, aren't they? See you lot in helicopter. Come on back, Warhounds, you're fine. Being dramatic. Glorious. 291 fall. Looks like that was mostly our normal Warhounds. Which, all things considered, they were not going to do well against this much armor. Alright, sweet. Yeah, it's a normally at least a halfway difficult quest battle. If you get both of these guys fighting Skarbrand kind of back to back without any support, Skarbrand takes a lot of damage, and then this Grit and Clean one tends to just use the single damage spell over and over and over again until Skarbrand gets zapped, which is no fun. We are going to go ahead and take the extra gold. Chain Sword forever. At the wielder's command, the teeth race down the blade, ripping apart armor and flesh as easily as if they were parchment. Beast Hilt howls while it does so and whines if left unsated. It's going directly to Karanak.
Lord of Court.
Scariest hound dog on the planet. He currently has the Eternal Blade. No longer. Now he's got the Chain Sword. We'll give the Eternal Blade over here to Kevin, which used to be Karanak's manservant, also no longer. He looks like he is a angry fella. Perfect. Alright, Bastion. How can we make you better? Indomitable, we don't really need. Extra armor probably works quite well. And then just better corny corruption spreading. I already got the Overrolling Stampede, which helps our Hounds and our Flush Hounds. All we're really missing is the Gorebeast Chariots, which was the other allowance I was going to give myself to help out with the Dobby. Also, Gorebeast, you can't tell me these aren't half dog, half bear, mutated, horrible creatures, so they count. Let's do... We don't need more melee attack. We'll grab more melee defense and move on down here towards a Bellow of Endless Fury or some Dragony Breath attacks himself.
All the better to spill blood.
40k total war confirm. Kevin looks so good, and not gonna lie. Of course he does. He's our Kevin for this campaign. Right, there's our short victory complete. Nice and easy. I think this was Skarbrand, granted. Much more simple than probably the likes of... Well, even Valky is pretty good, so I don't know. All the Khorne characters are very decent at their job of just murder. Steve, I'm kind of frustrated that you can't reach Bragg to Wazbag, so let's go ahead and have you. We can't go into any kind of raiding stance either. Well, that is unfortunate. could push him into March. He could be our reinforcements for these guys, which hopefully give him a little bit of bloodletting. Can't reach, can we? Alright, well, combat trials it is. Meanwhile, we can go after Franka Hill, so let's come around to this side. That way, whenever we do sack it, we go back the other direction towards Karanak. And let's go ahead and fight this one ourselves. We've lost a little bit too many Warhounds to give this one the auto-resolve. To the field. Off those tests against the Dawi. You always need more melee attack. You can never have enough melee attack. Well, there comes a point where you're getting diminishing returns for it, because it's just the amount of chance that you have to actually hit your opponent. There comes a point where you're getting a lot diminishing returns. Above 100, you do start losing out. Unless your opponent has close to 100 melee defense. Alright. We're going to deploy in just a line. A bold strategy. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Skarbrand onward. Trial by fire. We'll bring the Hounds out aggressively on either side. We do have to keep in mind that they will not enjoy any amount of long-term fighting with the Dawi. Warhound flankers. Not in guard mode, please. Then our reinforcements, which I'll kind of split up as such. Alright, so let's go ahead and blow up the blasting charge miners first.
I serve the X-Father.
Send you in after them as well. Actually, we'll have you, cultist, go after those longbeards.
My savage reward.
Warlers start blasting. We'll be able to charge right through these clowns. Oh, poor miners. Now these guys are all rampaging. They're gonna chase Skarbrand around like fools. Gives us time to let our hounds get into place. That's 4 hounds. Charge right back through their line. These quarrelers are completely exposed. Run them down. Skarbrand got a little bit bogged down himself. Go after these quarrelers. Stop them from firing, please. Quarrelers. Charge. See if we can't go through these dwarf warriors.
Mutilate them.
Help those miners, please. Or they could become more than a minor nuisance. 4 hounds. Retreat. Flesh hound's gonna stay nearby. If they get too overexposed with this one group of longbeards, we'll just surround there and destroy. 2 of them charge through. Move around.
Yes.
Skarbrand, let's go get these longbeards. Go ahead and rampage while we're doing it. Dude of death playing. Skarbrand should stop them cold. Flush hounds it on these miners. We'll rush these quarrelers in the back line too. Well, they have a lot of tankiness. We actually do too. Healed. This one's going in the book. Got the Gate of Corn. Looks like most of the Dawi are fleeing outside of maybe one unit of miners and these longbeards. These quarrelers there. My warhounds of doom. Also the others after the fleeing dwarf warriors. A bunch of longbeards get punted straight to their ancestors. Shorter bones than normal, but the flesh hounds will make do. Punch something till it explodes. Fair enough, I just enjoy pumping stats while even when not often. Yeah, that's fair. Getting the highest stats possible is always quite fun. Just complete ludicrous stat lines and the likes of Skarbrand. We got too many flesh hounds trying to snack on the same treats. Skarbrand waddles around here, back here in the background, hunting down individual dwarfs. He's kicked them way too far. Those dwarf warriors think themselves safe. Too many flush hounds. Bring them through. Oh, that's that unit. Weird. Let's pull them away, try to get the enemy some space, and then charge in. Forgot the ability to make Skarbrand Rampage. Does it give anything else worth using? It is Rampage and 50% more damage, so he rampages and goes up to 1.6 thousand weapon strength. So, I mean, pretty worth it. Especially in the middle of a fight with another lord. If you know he needs to stay and fight for a moment, you can just pop that and annihilate whatever you're fighting even more than he normally would. Maybe hear the voices, yes, yes? Which voices are you hearing, Skaven Man? You tend to want to ignore those. Unless they're telling you, go clean your room. That's good stuff. Keeps you from becoming a corny cultist. That's absolutely worth the rampage, geez. Yeah, it definitely is. Especially when he's finding a single entity. Just lets you curb stomp it straight out of existence. Alright, 4 losses in the fight here against the Dabu, which is pretty dang solid. Stacking that for 8,000 also makes me grin. Can we reach Karanak here? Almost. There's an army in here. Barak Arkhandraz Carlson. What a name. And a bunch of hammerers. You think you can hammer my... Now, these aren't nails, these are flesh hounds. Go ahead and drop into a demonic portal. Give Skarbrand one more... Oh, no. Who's using this? Frank? No, sir. Back to Skarbrand. We're just going to give him one more normal hound. Flesh hounds were doing just fine against those armored Dawi, but the Horn and Chaos hounds are good against his Cav. Gyrocopters are going to be an issue. I guess we just need to make sure Skarbrand's near them, just kind of follow them around and force them to rampage. That way they can land right on top of them and we can annihilate them from there. Otherwise, they're going to be a huge nuisance. Like, what say you all? Should we have Furies as added in for our dogs, or we keep with the theme? Alright, sweet. Anyone else get out there and do some damage? We have our lords down here, so we could get into a fight with the Skaven already. Just not care about our reliability? I think so.
Bow to Queek.
No, absolutely not. Tweak those skulls you carry around with you. Those will make great additions to our trophy hall. We declare war on Clan Moors. They've already got plenty of enemies to worry about. Oh no, very low. No one trusts you now, Skarbrand. How sad. As if we cared. Hello, skulls. The wee little rat skulls.
I will send them into
Wait, what was the question again? I actually don't remember.
Slaughter them.
We will go ahead and drop the leadership on our cultists with the crazy hair and just start slaughtering Clan Moors. Excuse me, what? How did we lose this many rats? Or of our hounds? Ridiculous, I say. A flesh hound handler. Holding villages in areas that we've claimed. Yep, so since we have both of these, we can just raise this next turn here with Kevin. Kevin, let's swap on over to combat trials. Be nice and arrogant. Let's see if the Skull Reavers have any threats here in Karanak. Oh, they don't indeed. They've got some menace below, some 6 of them to be exact, but we have Triple Shrine. What say you, Clan Moors, against Triple Shrine? Oh no, I'm remembering the question now. Yes, the question was, should we be able to have Furies? Should we count these guys as hounds with wings? I've always considered them kind of chicken nuggets with wings, but Probably not. We'll keep it just with Hounds. The Blood Hosts themselves are kind of cheating enough. Skaven Man says no quite forcefully. Fair enough. Romper. Let's go ahead and bring... We just attack from over here every single time. So we'll do our cannons. Ready to try to take down those towers first. They've got pretty terrible accuracy, but we'll see if they can do it. Triple Blood Shrine. No sense at all. We'll make kind of like a Blood Shrine wedge, but drag them out just a little bit. They can help each other if the Clan Rat summons get called on top of them. And then it's just going to be Bloodletters. Last one's kind of back and back. We're just waiting for those summons to come on in and we'll knock them out. Flesh Hounds, we can try to overextend our enemies' numbers. And the Exalted Boys in the back. Alright. Taker of Skulls. So the cannons knocking down the fort tower. Start bringing all the hateful boys in. Furies will have you land on top of these Night Runners. Actually, highly likely they'll retreat them, so we'll go after the Night Runner slings the back line then instead. Flesh Hounds come over here. Cannons are doing pretty pitiful damage here against the towers. It's more than 0, but it's not great. Move in to help. It was a trap. I think they'll just go ahead and decide to run, though. We'll go in after these Night Runners. Furies are all expendable. Send the cannons forward. Fools don't realize they can just motor on away from damage. Bloodletters go ahead and take the walls here and here. We'll lose those Furies pretty quick, but that's alright. They've done their job. Go after these Night Runners next. See if we get rid of all of the melee guys, the missiles. Run down these Clan Rats. Start fueling up those Hellblades. Let's knock down the tower just to be safe. Looks like they're still trying to let us in. Oh, they did. They let one of the Blood Shrines in. Cheeky. Alright, Fury, see if we can get you back in the air. This Blood Shrine round after with these Flesh Hounds. Tower's about to fall. That's funny. Let our shrine in. Alright, so charge through after Skull Pose. We'll be in there in no time. Unit got wiped out. I saw another minutes below something come on in. Let's just chase this lord around. Big clown. Help out with the gatehouse then. Looks like they have also sent our lord inside. Cheeky Skaven opening the gates. As the Bloodletters come on down and start chopping. As soon as these gates go down, really good shots right on the inside there. Bring them down and start cutting these Clan Rats. Doing donuts in their lines. Here's the Clan Rat summon. Go ahead and let you guys start refilling your skulls. Foolish Clan Rats. You know not what you've just done. Our lord is in danger though, so let's bring in the Bloodletters. We're having a bloody good time. Gates are open. We just charge through. Oh, perfect. Well, that works. Get them. Start chopping them up. Brought some more spears in, so we'll just pull the shrine away. Try and come through and start smashing them. Storm Vermin or not. Looks like the Hellblades are active. Send the cannons in too, use them as chariots. Oh, we can't get through the gates yet, huh? What cheeky tactics here by the Skaven. We'll get through eventually. Lord's caught, so it's going to bring them out. Yep, we are through the gates, bring the cannons in. one with a blade. Except for these two. Come on in. We'll send the cannons through on this side. And our lord can go hunt down this plague priest. Gonna draw all of those storm vermin in. Leave one of the shrines here. Draw them through into our bloodletters again. Here come the cannons. Definitely not scared of anything you have. Pull you through over here on this side. What's the damage on our Exalted Bloodletters now? 53 melee, or weapon strength. Double blade adding at 9 additional. Play the old Dude of Death. Furies are chickens on ketamine. That's very true. Injecting with all sorts of rabies and fun stuff. Kinda like the Spartans. Let's go for triple shrine, smash it right through the center. Acting as bonus V infantry chariots, pretty great here. Cut through those storm vermin, not as the job of the Hellblades. We're finally through the gates on this side. The war! We'll have the Flesh Hounds go around. Capture this zone, snake it from them. Other 3 chariots, which are not you. Keep pressing through. Smashing these Flame Rat Spears in the back line. Storm vermin are about done. And it's just doing donuts through the lines. Bring the Night Runners up. They're gonna try to throw stuff at us. Not really all that scared of it though. You get these Night Runners. And their backline's broken. Everyone forward. We'll leave the shrine here and the cannons come around. Shooting their shot back in. There's the Bloodletters. They got annihilated very quickly. Come on in and capture the zone. Actually, let's just go ahead and finish off these Skaven. The best time. Yeah, you were right last stream there, Brian. Triple Shrine is actually more ridiculous than it seems. All that punching power lets your Bloodletters do lots of good work. We're going in the battle there. And I apologize, I definitely am not going to be able to pronounce your name, but welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Our Furies did not make it through that one. Use them a little bit goofily, though. Should have probably kept them back a little bit, let the Bloodletters absorb a little bit more of the shots, but it worked out just fine. We'll gladly sacrifice the Furies. Once the new DLC drops, who will be the first one you pick? That is a tough call. Probably Khorne. Very excited to see what the Ogres are bringing too, but it likely, if Khorne is going to be bringing the Wrathbringers and the big old Slaughter Brute, I think that's going to be the one that I'm drawn to first. Ooh, a nice bit of gold out of sacking this capital. Sorry, Clan Moors. I'm going to also then come on the other side in an ambush stance.
Acceptable.
And then let them try to repair Karanak, and then we'll attack it again next turn. Claim it once everything's repaired.
Exalted bloodthirst.
Sneaky, sneaky. As you gain some skills there. Manservant of Karanak. Do a little bit more upkeep reduction.
Supreme Deathbringer.
Corruption spread also is just the bestest. What can our cultists do besides? Damage walls. Yeah, I want to keep him here. Keep him here for now. Alright, what else can we build on up? An armory here in Ekron, giving us more I guess they can summon in a cultist, but we can't have more of them. Gotta get it up a few tiers. No problem. Got things to build here in this other Badlands. Demonic Gathering. Oh, he chucks skulls at him. Perfect. And then the trophy hall for more gold. Seems good to me.
Lord of Court.
Right, let's come on back up to Skarbrand. And we'll end the turn. So what are you all thinking? What's going to be your first go-to, or when the DLC drops? We haven't seen much yet, except for we know who of course, the lords are, and then we've got a couple hints as to the units. The blood vultures with the ogres do look like they'd be pretty fun to use. Wasn't expecting them yet, but ogres having absolutely nothing in the skies was probably not feeling good at all for them. Federation there down in the Southlands. We've got the Trophy of Killers. Perfect Vigor and Unbreakable. The slaughter has been glorious, our skill has been unmatched, and the pride we take in each fresh kill has never been greater. We are deserving of tribute. Keep production for blood hosts. Stone Mine Tower is now drawn to destruction. Glorious. Welcome. Pass out the red paint. I'm gonna take more from the ogres. Come here, Karanak and Gazar. You belong to me. A Pyrrhic victory. Really? We'll have to fight this one.
Leave only corpses.
No way we'd have a Pyrrhic victory there. We'll go ahead and have the weaker unit stay and take down the Gorka. Roy. And then we'll go ahead and summon in a new... You don't normally want to summon in a Blood Host with these armies, but we are just so we can have another set of reinforcements running around.
You're gonna pay.
You're gonna pay. Now we've got the Raging Reapers. Much smaller army. Still one that we can use. So we'll go ahead and just kick these guys on it. Wow, they've got lots of good bloodletting, don't they? We'll combine up our bloodletters. We'll have them all move together. Right, Red Masters come on up after Malbob and his camp. Well, we should have combined those guys too. Too powerful. It's just ogres, we'll be fine. Red Masters destroy. There, that way we lose nothing. We'll take the gold here as well. Destroy us some ogres. Keep on moving. Make sure everyone is together though, because their retribution is likely to come our way pretty soon. Right, here's the next technology. Skulls collected from piles. Blood host attrition. Does sound pretty good. Extra units on creation. Let's go for, yeah, the Admiring the Corrupt. Units for everyone. Fruit rank. You got some pretty good stuff. We do have to grab a serial killing though at some point for our secondary army ability here, Slaughterer's Pride. So let's go ahead and snag. That way we can grab this one as soon as we can. All fury for Khorne's forces.
I'm a rune lord, not some smith.
I don't like our chances in a normal siege against Karanak. But I would like to try to draw them on out. Let's see about sending Skarbrand in to start building in some siege equipment. Try to draw them out. It's going to give us a decisive defeat, so it thinks we are going to get obliterated. And that's a lot of Longbeards. But the individual lords and heroes here would get just curb stomped by Skarbrand, so go ahead and start setting up some towers, acting like we are going to besiege them. Let's see what Brock tries. 4 more turns before the Skull Throne's active. Fair enough. Gorfang Headbutt. He is your target. Give us a decisive win. Let's go ahead and fight this one as well. Make sure we don't lose as many, because I'm pretty sure there's another Dawi army around here somewhere. I wonder if the ogres will get revamped mechanics like Nurgle got in Thrones of Decay. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping all three of the factions we are get a little bit of a look at. Looking at Khorne doesn't need it the most, but a few changes where As you see, we have a ton of skulls being stacked on up now. I don't want the skull throne to cost more to send that way, but maybe similar to like the High Elves where they have different tiers of lords that you have to expend influence on. Maybe for different tiers of skulls, you get different strength of horny lords. I still think the best way we're going to deal with this is bloodletters coming across the bridge here. Bloodletters, we're going to have one unit to spawn here. The other unit to stop anything from coming around. Bloodletters is reinforcements. We've got the Furies. 3 units of Flesh Hounds, which is awesome. Toward the center, and then we can have our Blood Crushers running behind the Hounds. And then to lure them across the river, and then the Blood Shrine to keep everyone fighting. This looks great. Battle begin. Where are you all hiding? Go ahead and take the bridge then. A little bit angled. Send our lord up. I guess we can send the shrine and the cannon forward. They move much faster. Forcing 40 boys to here, and then the spawn just to this general vicinity. They're all in the back. They're hiding. Bold strategy. Forcibly draw them in with our skull cannon. Start blasting these first group of goblins and the orc boys behind them. There's a huge clump of them there. You can somehow make that shot. Nicely done. That will start dragging them towards us, whether they want to or not. Speed that along so they make their decision a little bit faster. We're gonna draw the Furies off here. They're willing to just sit there under fire. I guess the skull cannon's not the best at hitting shots, but I'm impressed. Right, here they come. They found their bravery. Draw them on in with our bloodletters. We want them to be all trapped on the bridge here. Oh, well wide. Oh no, they didn't turn and run. They're coming towards us very slowly. Nice, hit 2 units. Let's go ahead and start blasting into these boys again. Everything else here is gobos. Wolf Riders. Not bad. We'll bring the Flesh Hounds over here. Slow advance. Alright, bring the cannon on back. Blood Shrine as well. Get in our front line and then have Steve fall back as well. They approach. Let them trap themselves on that bridge. Firing there. We'll see how many they deign to send around. Those goblins won't stop our Flesh Hounds at all, though. Alright, start blasting. We'll go ahead and send the Furies up and over the top. Everyone here, smash these Wolf Riders. They send the Wolf Rider archers around. The Flesh Hounds can catch them when they get too close. Trying to pull our Hounds in. So let the Flesh Hounds handle the first group, and these guys can get a nice charge. On the gobos that are in their way. Over the top. Bloodletters charge in. And just see if we can make it all the way through. Spawn in. hunt this group down with some extra help. Hit the goblin archers that are on this side first, due to death here. Oh, there's Ruglash, the hero. Hero of Gobos. Alright, now in. We'll ignore these goblins. Oh, there's no orc boys. We'll ignore them for now. Let our flush hounds snack on them. Try to get some charges so we can get a little ways away from any of these units. We're not so spread out. And caught in a little bit too deep. Oh, it's fighting against the Lord. That'd be why. Oh, switch places then for me. Land here. Alright, and that's that. And you're in trouble. Push through into the lines and go fight these archers again. Lord got a little distracted as well. Or Gobos. I think your audio's a bit off when you get close to the fight. It's kind of hard to hear what you're saying. Ah, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I'll go ahead and modify that here in a moment. We'll have to just turn the game down just a smidge, because as you get closer to the fight, it gets louder kind of naturally. Alright, I think we'll just call this Battle of Victory. Much better than losing our entire front line and half of our Furies there. Here for Scabby Eye, we will go ahead and I may just occupy this one, and we can start grabbing the rest of these settlements that we'd already destroyed. Eve, you can sit up here for a turn. For the Lord, either Dawi that are nearby in, or a fight as well. Fur Geyser gives us corruption, an extra chance to automatically colonize ruined regions. That's pretty great, but we're going to colonize them either way, I believe, so not super necessary. Let's go ahead and snag the War Amphitheater first then. Scabby Eye is no more, and they're scared to fight Skarbrand. Who would have guessed? Alright, which further lords need movement? Floating village, since we have everything else under our control, we'll just go ahead and build up the Dark Bastion here. No options for growth, but we can grab War Amphitheater for more post-battle loot. This one we ought to resolve. It'll lose 50. Crazy. Let's go ahead and make ourselves another Blood Host. Hello, Red Host. The 14th. You guys move on up into Death Gorge again. Chance to get ambushed, but I think they would rue that day. You come on back into Karanak, and we get a Pyrrhic victory. Even after seeing what we did last time, really. But we'll sit up here and see if we can't lure more Skaven in. Oh, more Skaven in. Alright, Frank. Your job now is moving on Gorr Gazan. Roderick Richterloss. Yeah, we'll stay up in Gorr Gazan's territory and probably recruit some more Flesh Hounds. Fill that army on in.
First to
Karanak.
battle.
The skill tree is glorious. Temporal Prowler gives him perfect vigor, which is just the best. And after so, we'll probably come on and go for Bone Gnar. 30 more armor piercing and 10 more bonus large. Sounds great.
Exalted with
Karanak, what can you do to enemy garrisons? You can just assault them. Might as well come on out and have you hunt down Roderick here. No. See, you're getting it all wrong. I want you to hunt down this wizard. Assassination of wizards. Karanak's job. You failed. Oh, no, that was possible. Sunken Karanak will take up to the arsenal to give us an extra capacity on those cultists. Skip through our no siege equipment. Oh, I guess we could build up at least a tower or two. Make things a little bit easier on us. We'll have a big flying boy with an axe soon, so not that big a deal. Provinces are all sorted. Lads are all moved. That'll be your turn. Wizard Hunter failed at hunting wizards. Consider yourself lucky. Yeah, I think that's the only reason I'm still here. Alright, so looks like Thorgrim has arrived. Perfect. Decisive defeat. He's got an engineer, dragon slayer, bunch of quarrelers. Since he's attacking us, this is so many Dawi. Let's go ahead and fall back and force them to pursue. Alright, this time we're being pursued by just 3 armies, which I think we can handle much easier than the garrison. We got Morgrim, Brock, and Laz Kandu. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna jump up and grab me another glass of water. We'll get this battle started. Be right on back. Alright, let's go back to it. Careful with those Doom Seekers. We know exactly how nasty that. Yeah, the Doom Seekers, the Dragonback Slayers, and all of these Hammerers are going to be a huge problem. They all do have magical attacks, which makes them going to be punching right through the resistance on our Flesh Hounds. Let's see if we can handle this one. The ultimate test so far. If we had Skarbrand's, Fire Breath, I'd feel a little bit better there. They're all coming through with this small choke point. That's pretty perfect. Be much better if we had an actual army here, but we'll make do. The Dawi are so slow that we can draw out things like the Slayers and Doomseekers quite easily. I just have to be patient. I tend to not be. Warhounds also do trade quite well against your normal Slayers. I think the Doomseekers we want to send in are Fleshhounds for sure. Got a couple units in the woods. Might as well kind of hide all of them in the woods there. Fleshhounds ready to come across the field with Skarbrand. Other Fleshhounds on the wings. Have a secondary unit waiting behind. Alright, so Skarbrand Cultist. Skarbrand, you hide in the woods? No, he's way too big. Way too big and spooky. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get everyone in their units besides. So, Warhounds. Our main group, and then our two flanking sides. Alright, Dawi. The battle. See if we can't draw these choppers back over. Falling back, Skarbrand, get in there. Let's go ahead and get this rampage going. We'll get a couple shots, we'll just get underneath them, activate rampage, force them to come in and fight, and just annihilate these gyrocopters. Get rid of some of their speed as well. Keep drawing everyone. I don't want to be in the woods. Fleshhounds don't have Strider yet, which is a little bit unfortunate. Dragonback Slayers. You draw them over. Gyrocopters are dealt with. Oh, they got back up in the sky. Unfortunate. Alright, Skarbrand, you know the drill. Go ahead and blend up these hammers on the side then. Fleshhounds try to help him. Warhounds are not going to do great here, but we'll use the Fleshhounds. You come back over. I'll have all of our hounds keep rotating. We've got more speed than them, so we have to make use of it as much as we can. Yoy, yoy, yoy. And then we'll get to go for as many kind of bombing runs as they want, which does stink. Alright, Warhounds, bring you lot through. You come on in and go after, maybe not these hammerers, but thank goodness for Skarbrand. He is an absolute monster. Alright, Warhounds versus... Oh, there's the Brotherhood of Grimnir. Okay, you keep moving.
Over here, so be it. The Axe-Father's blessing.
Looks like this Thane is a bit exposed. Make them rampage, have this group of Fleshhounds retreat. Hounds come on in and go after these Dragonback Slayers. Brotherhood of Grimnir, we've got to catch as well. Skarbrand, get back in here. What are you doing? Way too far away, buddy. Those Fleshhounds got hurt. Lost a lot on the initial charge. That's to be expected. In there, Fleshhounds. Skarbrand, weaken. Chop it up whoever you can. Enemy reinforcements are approaching. Thankfully, they're doing it quite slowly. Dragonback Slayers. We don't want them fighting. That was what the Warhound's job was. Call the Warhounds back. Let Skarbrand keep obliterating these guys. More Fleshhounds we see that are losing fights. Go ahead and pull them away. Alright, Lord's running. Force Shrine come in. Got the Gate of Corn. I think we definitely need to use one of them here. I think they're going to start bombing us. Disrespect. Warhounds come around. I need you guys going after the Dragonback Slayers. Bloodletters. Take out these hammers. No one better. We use Rampage just for now. That thing's actually holding his own against these Fleshhounds. We'll go ahead and pull them back just a bit. Turn it back in. Oop, that's not exactly back in. Take out this Brock Anderson for me.
Spreading slaughter.
Warhounds come around. We need to try to draw all the Fleshhounds away for just a time, so pull them through the woods. Let's not Skarbrand go after this Lord. Yeah, we need to just bring all the Fleshhounds away. 3, Group 4, and Group 5. All the Fleshhounds fall back. Alright, that Lord, Thane got absolutely stomped. Come on and get the next one. We're going to go for just leadership breaking. 3, come back over here. 4, come up top. 5, come back here. 4 hounds, keep the enemy running. Laps for the lap god. Rampage to take out this enemy lord as fast as possible. We'll drop you in to deal with these. Rock Anderson. Coming on round, we've got a few of the Fleshhounds that are still fighting. Come on. Draw yourselves out of that fight. Already broke it away, perfect. Go ahead and deal with the hammer teams that are coming back. Catch them and wipe them out. This group of Fleshhounds come back. 4 hounds. We need you kind of hunting down Brotherhood of Grimnir and such. Is this the Brotherhood of Grimnir? We'll send the normal hounds in after them. Not a great fight, but we're gonna do it. All the extra melee attacks, take them out quickly. Rampage everyone near you, Skarbrand. Draw all those lords in, which is still a pretty scary fight for you.
My savage reward.
I could have swore I told you to go after Brock, but I guess he likes the fight Garcroppers a little bit more. Brotherhood of Grimnir's getting dragged down. We'll send get these hounds out of here. Could be lords and such. These hammers then. And Bloodthirster comes screaming back down to the ground. Warhounds fall back. Let this more elite group go after Ulthar. Proudbeer he shall be no longer.
I must.
Page out for a little bit there, my friend. Fall back hounds. Back in. The Dragonback Slayers and the Brotherhood of Grimnir are working very well together. Brotherhood, go after those Dragonback Slayers. Alright, this unit of Warhounds not enjoying their duel with the Rune Lord. Rune Smith. Try and draw you back over towards this big blob here.
Mutilate them. Ritual of blood.
Warhounds is not enjoying their fights. Alright, come on, Warhounds. Go away for a time. Is Dawi Tenacity going to be able to hold on here? Draw you all away. Back up the hill kind of as quickly as you can. Skarbrand's gonna deal with this. Lord just should be in a single charge to deal with him. Do some flesh hounds. The kennels are they have to be emptied once more. But flee a bit there. We have run twice, so if we lose this battle, Skarbrand's his army's gone.
Bloodfather, guide me.
Have you keep chasing after Ulthur? We have lost a couple of the Fleshhound squads. It's not over yet. Skarbrand, what are you doing? His rampage was as goofy as possible.
He signals.
Got one more Gate of Corn. Bring the Fleshhounds round. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. Go ahead and hit them with several units at once. Try to destroy Ulthur there if you can.
Sacrifice
This group of miners will summon in the Bloodletters a little ways away this time. Skarbrand goes through. Duke of Death. Ulthur Proudbeard is gone. Keep running, Hounds. This is Brotherhood of Grimnir. No, those are Dragonback Slayers. You guys can fight them. If you want to enjoy yourself, you can still fight them.
a sacrifice.
Hard time actually landing hits. Let's keep going after the squishy lords. You guys fall back. Flesh Hounds come in and go after maybe this Rune Lord instead. Those Slayers are gone. Makes things quite a bit easier on us. Let's hunt down Brock as a group. Heart Cultist here is a champion. Healing potion. Wide. Make sure Ulthur Proudbeard's gone. Come on in and go after another lord. If we can just keep hitting their leadership, we can get them. Oh, that's not right. That was not the right one. Take out these dwarf warriors. Shaken they are. Either way, we will have to fall back because we did lose so many. Orgrim's army is still nearby, and it's not small. Wars keep coming back. Wanted to help our cultist for me. See if we can take him out in a single charge. You guys went away. We'll send in this group of flesh hounds. Our cultist is starting to lose a little bit of his overall health pool. Our warriors are rallying. Lovely to hear. Bring them all over here. Keep taking down Callan. Woof. Probably need extra melee attack. Charging down Norgrim's Firehand here. Give it to everyone. Going for it. Is it strike? We'll go around them. As another lord dealt with. But still low enough and that's enough health. He could come back. Avoid those hammers as well. Trying to use Skarbrand to deal with the enemy lords and heroes. The more we get them to run, the more it breaks leadership on everyone else. We can just keep him charging through like a crazy. Our hounds are starting to break. Get these miners here. They those just kind of one last time. Surround these hammers. Skarbrand back in.
I obey. It is done. Blood done without mercy.
Whitebeard down. Alright, let's see if we can get all of our hounds in one spot. Actually, no, we've got them. Army losses. And we almost lost it to ourselves, but that is a victory. catch as many of these Dawi as we can. All we've got, what, left is these, the Brotherhood of Grimnir, which does make sense. Skarbrand, come let's go ahead and hunt them down. They do struggle against large targets. Oh, they're going for the whirls. Pull our cultists away. Skarbrand will come running in. There goes 2 more Brotherhood of Grimnir members.
My savage lord.
We lost so many good boys. Absolutely. We should have set Skarbrand rear charging with some of those troops and not the Lord in order to deal with their leadership. I guess that's also true. Going for the just normal army losses would have been just as effective. We got him. We did lose lots of good boys. We'll have to be sitting up and recruiting for a few turns, unfortunately. Gives Thorgrim some time to recover. So we just need to hunt down as many of these guys as we can. Lords and heroes both. 2 to death here. Also need to be careful we don't lose leadership further. Rango catch these blasting charge miners. Not a pretty victory, but we'll take it. Went into battle there. I felt Skarbrand barely has a scratch on him. Yeah, he's completely fine. Our flesh hounds are not. We lost 3, 4, 5, 6 units of them. All the warhounds survived, thank goodness. So 2 turns of replenishment, but that shouldn't be that bad. I think Hammerers having magical attacks there was pretty much the only reason we lost so many. And of course, that Slayers are a nightmare for the good boys, but magical attacks really is really what was doing it for them. Had we had Karanak here with Skarbrand, he would have negated all other magical attacks. We might have been a little bit more survivable. That's unfortunate. We will take the extra replenishment. Not much, is it? Still take it. Alright, last defenders doing their thing. Several lords and heroes slain in the previous battle, so lots of good skulls. Oh, we retreated further into their territory. Well, that's not great. Their stone mine was drawn to destruction. Here's that army I was worried about from the other side. Well, Skarbrand, you were now... Oh wait, you're replenished up just fine. A much smaller force at this point. Hello, Vinless Fury, we'll come on in and grab anything that gives us more... Probably more speed. So we'll go for Hunt. Jan will give you Mentor. We don't have any more cultists really, but they hit the Pillars of Grungni. They don't have any defenses really at all. We can set up a new Bloodhost army and start continuing to smash. A Pyrrhic victory. You think so? I think false. We use Skarbrand less of a Lord Hunter this time and more of just a unit smasher. Alright then. We'll have him kind of running along the tree line here, smack into these Quarrelers first, and followed by your normal Warhounds. Flesh Hounds as well. 2 per flank. Cultist up front, and I think we're pretty good to go. That'll begin. Skarbrand. Run along this outside here. Continue straight in after these quarrelers. Cultists find those Longbeards. Give him a nice hug. The only way to stop Skarbrand from rampaging your lands is just to kill him and his whole army. Or else he just pops right back. That's absolutely true. That's why I dealt with him as quickly as we could there with, excuse me, those are my Warhounds. And with our Althorian campaign, as soon as we did declare war, there was no stopping. Blast right through the line. Great. Trying to divert my attention a bit, aren't you? Flesh Hounds. So I'll take this group. Miners shouldn't be much of a threat. We'll send you past into the other group of miners. They'll have the blasting charge boys get assaulted as well. Alright, Skarbrand, before you come back in, let's see how much the breath attack does. Oh, not bad at all. Go ahead and smash through. Gotta go after just these quarrelers. Skarbrand go through in the next group of Dwarf Warriors. Keep snacking on these miners, that way we don't have to worry about the blasting charges going off. But should be easily able to throw hands with the those Longbeards for quite some time. Now the Flesh Hounds getting in there together with Skarbrand. But rampage Skarbrand, I'm gonna pull the Hounds back. All the old Dude of Death on this side and then charge them on in. We'll help with these Longbeards too. It's more like playing Slanesh with Thorn. Now they're completely surrounded. We've got 8 seconds before we get a Blood Letter Squad. Hit these guys so that we can make them flee. Skarbrand run right through. He's a nightmare. This group of warriors, these miners should get taken out very quickly. So reinforcements, we've got the miners. I thought they had a goblin hero somewhere. And that may be one of the other armies. There's a couple of warriors and miners on this side. That should be no trouble. Skarbrand, let's go get the normal lord first. Let our cultists kind of come on in and stay in the way on this side. Fall back, Warhounds. You're feasting on these Longbeards, you continue. Everything that's in this group. Fall back for a time. Flesh Hounds go after the normal Dwarf boys. Skarbrand rampage for a moment. Get that Dwarf War into pieces. Isolating these smaller forces is a much easier battle for us. Once the Warhounds come on back in. They just got these guys that are going to waddle on towards us. All fools. That Dwarf Lord is dealt with. We're gonna have these Hounds run on away from combat for a moment. There's so many of them here. Groups then. Through. Flesh Hounds come on back. As organized as you can. One flank. Skarbrand go for a Nolgrim. Hounds, go ahead and send you aggressively wide. All the Flesh Hounds can put in one group, block them, and charge them in. Down. That guy on away. We've got all of the Hounds coming in now. Alright, Warhounds. Your job is these Dwarf Warriors.
Maneuvering. Eradicate them.
Skarbrand, give everyone extra melee attack, and the swarm of doggos descends upon you. Working his health in a single swing. You love to see it. Alright, dogs, go ahead and pull away now. Everyone's running away except for the Slayers. So they're not trying to hunt down the fleeing Dawi. Flesh Hounds go over this side. Very good work. Didn't even need to use our Greater Gate of Glory. Skarbrand starting to take some damage now. Hit him, Demon Slayer. Rooting for you now. And there he goes. He tried his best. Fighting against Papa Skarbrand, though. Not a simple task. How about bows? Alright, slaughter to this group, pretty much to the last man. Let's leave a couple of them, though. That way we can kind of ping-pong through their lands if we can help it. Start taking down the economy here for Karanak. They won't be able to field as many hammers going forward, even with all their legendary boosts. Skarbrand, the ultimate chariot. Yeah, he is what other chariots aspire to, especially that of Cetra. Easy fight for Skarbrand. We'll go ahead and sack the settlement for 7,000. Sounds great. We wouldn't then be able to raise it for the Blood God, though. Go ahead and just raise it straight away. Wolf and Dread. Oh, Scar Snake's on the inside. Also, Thorgrim has been pushed back. Oh, you poor fool. We'll come on back over then. Rock King Ragni. We'll grab another point into spread corruption. Hound Master Frank. We'll give you Savage Bloodlust. And then for Kevin, another point into sustained by slaughter. Now let's deal with Doom Tamer. Or commands. Oh, no problem. We'll give this one to the auto resolve and probably lose, let's say, you half our hounds. Just about. We'll go for the replenishment. What is in? How he's gonna deal with Thorgrim. So I'm gonna have Skarbrand fall back just a bit and start recruiting up more flesh hounds. Three more good boys for the armies. Got Steve here hunting down a Kurgan Skolson. Ooh, a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be a fun one, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and use that one on resolve. Take the extra gold. Glorious, and then we can come on in. Oh, Halo's stated. Let's go after Branca Hills. What did we win? Just barely. Take this one on down, and then blood for the Blood God. It's that group of Skaven, it might be able to hold the line, so yes. A Wrathful Beast. Oh, well, maybe not. Alright, Steve. See you later, bud. We're likely to lose Dawaz back, but that's just fine. We also gotta fight this one, don't we? No Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties here. Roughgut is not upon his Stonehorn, thankfully. That should make it at least a little bit easier. To the field. But had nearly enough battles against ogres recently. I mean, this poor guy. Not only does he have a piece of a... This is a lovely piercing here, but he's got one just driven into his skull. Alright, ogres. We're gonna go ahead and take the high ground with our cannons. Let them rain death upon your hunter. At least let them try to. Love our spawn of corn up front to take your initial ogre charge. And then all of the bloodletters standing behind. Ready to charge through. We'll have the exalted boys over in the woods a bit. Watch out. Defending them, and then the Furies to descend upon the Noblars. Let it begin. Start firing on Rough Gut if you can. Both of those skulls completely missed. Well done, lads. Now that I think about it, Skarbrand is an amazing blob blender, while Nakari is a better lord at dueling. True, Nakari, at least from base, will beat Skarbrand in an open duel. Trying to think, at least it's about a 3 out of 5. If Skarbrand gets some proper actual melee hits in, Nakari goes down very fast. Same thing with Skarbrand. Alright, Exalted Boys get a little bit closer. We'll send the Hounds out to distract our enemy. Furies fly over the top. We'll go ahead and let them descend on these Noblars. Lord, go ahead and fall back. Let's charge into these ogres. No reason to let them get only the only charge for them. Bloodletters in. Flesh Hounds and Furies can work together there. Where's the last group of Noblar traps? We'll hunt them down. Cannons are destroying Rough Gut in a game of dodgeball. The Exaltants didn't get to do any work. How sad for them. Pull them away from those Noblars. They have the kind of goofy, annoying damage that lasts forever. If they're fleeing when the debuff's active, the damage will stay there the entire time the unit's still alive. Alright, there's that. Heroic victory, my crimson cheeks. Who's still fighting with these guys up front? Who's still fighting the Iron Guts? That'll make sense. Chase those guts down. That worked out very well. Get plenty of skulls out of those Noblars, even if they're a little bit lopsided, kind of funky looking. Still 25 of them. More than the ogres. The ogres are going to escape and win the battle there. Or big bellies. Yeah, Fury's getting a ton of kills. Well, they were fighting Noblars, but the Frenzy makes them I'd say the best out of the Furies, besides the Slaneshi ones, because the Slanesh Furies have a lot of armor piercing and devastating flanker, which is a horrifying combo. So while the Khorne Furies are a little bit better kind of in a prolonged fight, the Slaneshi ones will just obliterate even the likes of just Dawi if they smash into the back line. The Tzeentch and Nurgle Furies have a little bit less use. They will still outduel your likes of your Dire Bats every single time, but they lose anything higher tier. Furies, a discussion. Alright, 10 lost. We'll go ahead and sack that settlement for a little bit more gold. Already raised Torco. We might as well capture one of these. That way we can start making some gold back. Karakangazar it is. Go ahead and occupy this for Khorne. Got so many skulls. pop in the Cultist Ant Pasture. Cultists will take the land from more farmers for their own beasts of burden. Skulls and income. Hey Jess, welcome on in. Any new Let's Play Champions of the Old World update coming soon? Love the Scarstick one. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? That's a pretty good idea too. So I do know that they expanded the map a pretty good deal. So that's something I'll be looking into. Is there any lords that you would like to see in particular over there on the Old World map? Let's say you. Now we're gonna leave Black Buckthorn alone. He's the scariest dwarf pirate there ever was. Oh dears, come on in. Love to do some raiding, but I don't think we're gonna get to. I don't think we're gonna get to this time. We'll just kind of keep everyone in combat trials. Get as many skulls out of these armies as we can. Wrathful beasts. Alright, let's check our province tab here. So Western Badlands back in Ekrund. We've got the Bitterstone mine now. It's fallen to destruction. Rivers of blood flow. Dragonhorn mines, we can go ahead and pop in. Fixing control here is probably a pretty good idea. And then we can even go for the Dark Bastion for 2k. Blood River Valley is Bragdwaz back. We're going to leave that one alone. Vernal Citadel here sounds awesome. A salt camp gives us skulls and more income. Also sounds good to me. Right, Red Host. We've also got a triple shrine with a Red Host. Shrine seems to be the way, doesn't it? Everyone moving. Kevin, you can come on up and join the Skull Reavers in their siege of Karanak. It looks like none of the other Skaven came out to fight. All the Furies lose to Crowman. Checkmate Chaos. That's also true. Crowman obliterate the Furies. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Intend on doing so. Thank you kindly. Yeah, we'll slaughter resolve that one, even if it's pretty rough for us. Let's have you sack it once more. And then we'll go ahead and just claim Karakazgal with this army. Oh, we can't. Alright, fine. Skull Reavers, that's your job. Mine. Oh, even the gems just gives you skulls and income. Gems not only hold great monetary value, but may contain malign spirits, and even demons. Indeed. Well, let's go ahead and pop in to start, then extra post-battle loot from adjacent regions, because we're going to be kicking the brakes off of the Skaven here.
Slaughter manifest.
Lost Eric will give you a little bit more armor. Keep our cultists in the battle as long as possible. Right, good stuff. So in one more turn, I think we have the Ancient Boneyard going in, so we'll be able to get our Blood Reaper replaced. I would like to try to send them up to Skarbrand's army. He could use one more hero just to be a linchpin for his forces.
Lord of Korn.
Alright, so Karanak, you're going to join back up with Frank once he attacks Gorgazon.
If Korn wills it.
Korn wills it.
Glory of slaughter.
You join on back up.
Exalted of Korn.
Proper Scouty boy. And we'll give you back the Great Icon of Despair. Make everyone fear you.
For Karanak.
Man, you were out, slain by our lord. Disappointed. And by the flesh out in disguise. We'll go ahead and raise this for the Blood God, get another army up and running. Where are you going, Frank?
Pursuit of slaughter.
Alright, now we've got the Wrathful Fiends, which again, triple shrine and some Blood Crushers. Yep, just ignore the upgraded Bragdwaz bag, because that appears to be where Staden will be attacking.
Blame you.
Blame you. We'll go ahead and snag in. We've got 100 corn corruption, so let's just go for either maim or destroy. We'll take the extra control. Don't really want to fight off rebellions if we can help it. Corn rebellions tend to be quite mean. I would see you play Kislev. No, there's no problems with Kislev. Kislev's one of my favorite order factions. I have too many favorite order factions, but This looks quite a bit of fun.
Your skull is bound.
Bloated fool. East Treaty for 3,000. No, I mean, we're doing quite well stealing all your money, so no thanks, Greg. Oh, hello. There he was. Love your way of narrating and playstyle. I'm just min-maxing. Yeah, no, I do enjoy min-maxing sometimes, but I tend to just enjoy my themed armies. Makes the battle so much more fun. See you later, Staten. We just sacked it and ran. The chicken rat combo. Skarbrand is the ultimate anti-AI lord because the AI tries to sneak your weak cities and you don't care about losing them. You don't have to worry about those enemies at all. Exactly, especially the Skaven, which are, I think, hard-coded to go after your smaller settlements. Four mages now drawn to destruction. Every time you lose them, that's just more skulls to reap from their settlements they took from us. Soul Keep here sounds good. Oh, what do you have? 15 skulls a turn? That's amazing. Alright, Frank. Time to move on Kimry. They have a gold mine for us to exploit. We're gonna do so sneakily, though. Sneaky, sneaky Frank. Steiner von Sneakler. So we'll have you set up in steel stance. Thank you, my friend. What's the closest up to towards Skarbrand? Ronti Mingle, we'll go ahead and grab. Who do we have? Arkor the Disciplined, Bloodbound the Strategist, or Marazadon, Marizarandran? What a name. Snag Barkor the Disciplined, that would be our large flesh hounds are a bit stronger. 2 more melee attack. Sounds very nice.
Blood Reaper.
Alright, Blood Reaper, let's get up here. We need to join Skarbrand. Oh, Wargrim's hiding. Very fair. Skarsnik also ran from the Gorehounds. I mean, do we declare war on Skarsnik too because blood for the Blood God? I think with the combined forces here with the Gorehounds and Thorgrim, we might be able to take, or the Gorehounds and Skarbrand, we might be able to take Thorgrim.
This is not in the Damaskron.
Not in the Damaskron. Alright, Skarbrand, you move up. Go ahead and surround the Thorgrim. Gorehounds, come on in behind. No. We will absolutely lose this battle. Don't you worry. You hold your crimson focus. Alright, Gorehounds, get on over here. They can move in as reinforcements. We will simply build up some siege towers and see what Thorgrim wants to say about a fight on the field. A crushing defeat. The disrespect. Build up some towers. And we continue. You're missing way too many hammers to give that one a crushing defeat. Siege continues. 2 turns before a skull throne. Shipments can be sent back out. Go ahead and avoid Scrag for the time being. Could give Brag to Wazbag over to another nearby faction. So Scrag, I'm actually willing to take your peace treaty now. Oh, you're gonna give me so much more. Sounds good to me. Let's Scrag. Oh, as I say that, oh man. Well, that doesn't stop us from raiding, I guess. Why we think about things before we do them. We could have annihilated these guys here. Well, Scrag could just kind of go after a smaller. I guess we can't just lie to him. Always an option. Yep, time to lie. Alright, Scrag, we're back in war. Oh no, treacherous we are. Well, I don't care about so much about peace, but I would like to snag some extra gold and keep enemies from attacking my weaker settlements. Even if I don't necessarily care about them, I still prefer not to lose them. We can be a snake and steal more of the AI's gold. I'm here for it. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one again to the Otters. We lose lots of units, but that'd be alright. Sack it. Victory over the ogres. These bloodhosts are starting to peter out a bit. Ulthur mounted fast. Alright everyone, let's switch over into raiding if you can. The one who can raid do so.
Sacred
Send
executioner.
this army over to threaten Ockendorf.
My cloven form.
Skrag will likely turn back around. Wrathful Beast. Let's see if we can hold Barag de Wazbag.
Go further.
I don't think it's a good chance of that, but we can try.
Carnage.
Alright, Kevin. Onwards to Krad Talman. Let's send the Skull Reapers up first, just in case there's any kind of ambush nonsense.
Absurd. Seek victim.
Fly again. Ah, there's the Skaven. They turn all back around.
Against council orders.
Alright, well, time to get aggressive then. Oh, so many good ROR units we can't use.
Must
Bring the Red Host up,
march for Khan.
and the Manservant of Karanak as well. Break them before they're all managed to fully reform together.
Absurd.
What do you mean absurd?
We move.
Are you joking? Well, this is really not good.
Herald of Corn.
You can reach,
March.
but you can't.
Hack and clean.
Alright. Red Host, fall back just a bit.
Spread
Skull Reavers, you also. Gotta fall back, and we'll have Karanak's Manservant drop into an ambush stance.
into shadow.
Not what we wanted, but I should have checked.
No! Blame you!
Lame, you. Snag the Dark Bastion here at Karanak Asgal. Death Gorge, we can snag in the Demonic Lurkers, and... oh, the Pillar of Bone. I'm sorry, Blood Shield? Oh, it's spell resistance. Still pretty good. Yeah, walls and the Pillar of Bone. See if the Skaven try to go around our units. Alright, damage buildings up at Ragnarwazbag, you don't say. That army is likely just to be experienced for them. And that's alright. We'll go ahead and snag and destroy then. Because you don't get any more gold from having good control. And you don't lose any for having bad. So we'll snag destroy. As much money as possible. Rak Angazar, we can likely upgrade. Only just to give us more post-battle loot. And turn. Oh, Skrag actually did manage to come over here after the Red Feasters. Fair enough. Well, I think we can take him. Skrag versus, what did your name is just the Red Feasters. He's multiple, all in one guy. He's like the jars from Dark Souls. To the field. Another case of our cannons are going to really be rocking the day for us, especially hitting Skrag. He doesn't tend to have much armor at all, so each of those shots is going to do a lot of damage. Any of his heals will be cut in half. He does have spells though, so he'll have a response for us of some kind. Alright then. So Ogre's V spawn tends to go the way of the spawn. Let's take this hill here. Force them on in with our spawn of corn and our lord in the center. Like last time, we'll just kind of fill the back ranks in with Bloodletter. Should be fighting downhill the entire time there. Move them out to surround as they come on in too. But if they try to flank us, we have Furies. And Flesh Hounds, which can hide back here in the woods. Exalted bears the rear of this formation, and then our cannons on either side. That way, if one of them gets caught, they're not going to stop shooting. Hey, Benjamin, welcome on in. I mean, a wizard's page is always so much fun. It's like driving past a forest fire and a bus wreck at the same time. There's fire and blood and bodies wherever you look. I don't know if that's a good thing. Bodies of our enemies, not our own. Sounds like party that you wouldn't want to get invited to. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull you guys back. We're going to use the hillside as cover for now, so we'll let you shoot into the Saber Tusk pack. Put on your way instead. Get back towards our line, though, either way. Welcome on into the stream, though, Benjamin. Glad to have you. And you guys start blasting into... I mean, if that hunter wants to lead the pack, they can rue the day. What kind of spells is Scrag working with here? All the way up to the fist. Gotta watch the Bone Crusher, that'll hurt very badly. Pull my Bloodletters back a little bit further there. Hunter's actually doing a very good job at dodging cannon shots, so pull everyone away. Ooh, and Javelin Chuck straight through the middle. Just going after our Lord. Dodged most of the Bone Crusher there. Just hunting down our Lord the whole time. Bold strategy. All back away from those clowns there. Keep blasting Scrag. Let's have the Furies go after the Trappers. Gotta be a little bit careful because they do have the cats and the battle cats waiting. Go after the Trappers, we'll send in the Exalteds. Keep blasting Scrag. You guys go after this group of Noblar Trappers, should be easy. These Furies will send them through after this next group of Trappers as well. Bloodletters get in there, we're losing quite a few. Charge those battle cats. Make sure our flankers win their fight. Actually, I take that back. Hounds having a nice Noblar snack. I'm gonna have the cannons switch targets. They're actually having a hard time hitting Scrag. Let's deal with the hunter there up front. Noblar's wavering. Won the battle of the flankers. Glorious work. Furies get back up in the air. We'll have one of you hunting down the Trappers. Keep hunting down these Saber Tusks. So we're losing all of these Furies here. Fair enough. Target blasting these Ogre Bulls if they want to run away that badly. Keep slicing right through them. Them in to go after that group of Ogre Bulls. Confident they are for the smallest time. Furies descend. Chunky damage, love to see it. Blasting here, this hero. Go up the eye of the Ogre Bulls there up front. Through Vud. Unfortunate name. Elf boys come and help here. Warhounds or Flushhounds come on away. We're gonna lose these spawn if we're not careful, so pull them back, let our Bloodletters sub that instead. We are all out of ammunition. Charge them on in. Scare off all these Noblar Trappers here. Scare off the Noblars, we're good to go. Dude of death here. Exalteds versus Scrag should go very hard our way. Down. Alright, I think we got him. And she's dealing with Scrag's Gorge herself. Pull these Bloodletters back. Unless you're hunting down Noblars, Don't get yourself into fights that you're gonna unnecessarily lose lads. Perfect. There's a win. Scrag the overconfident. Drag the big boy and his pot down.
Destroy.
Thick lad, isn't he? Catch him. A couple more swings, that's all you need. Just catch him one more time. There he goes. Down with a bloody big head. Rest in peace, flying chicken nuggets. They came to the fight A1 flavored and Scrag's favorite. He's wanting to tell us about these skull piles. We have seen an extreme lack of skull piling going on. Cultists in our campaign have lost the ability to stack. Bonking things easy, stacking too hard. Who gets the golden sword this time? Looks like it's a fight between the Furies and the Hounds. Oh, take it back. Our Bloodletters win the day. Alright, let's take the replenishment. Hopefully we can continue on to take down... Ooh, hello then. We've got Drab, Scythe, and Thrin. Alright, so their reinforcements coming in about the same time as ours. This will be a proper battle. Clan Moors versus ourselves. To the field. I mean, it's not like we're lacking in skulls by any means. That's true. But I still would like my cultists to get good at actually stacking them up and doing their job. Bunch of lazies. You don't get to become a bloodletter if you don't know how to stack right. Ooh. Well then. Choke point battle, that's good for us. We'll set our cannons to firing on the warp fire throwers and proceed to dominate. Any of the clan rat summons that come on in, we can just fuel up our blood, our exalted bloodletters further. Alright, double cannon, we'll have you guys just set up front. One of the shrines here, just in case. Where do we put everyone else? We do probably want to hold the line. We want to at least try to stop them up at the gap there. So we'll have all of our bloodletters in the woods. The exalted lads will be the only ones we have outside. Fleshouts behind them, our lord, and then the other two shrines. Shrine in the woods with you guys, and then you over here. That should do it. Force them to play Jenga in their off time. Yeah, that is going to have to be the way. Mandatory Jenga for all. Until you learn how to stack skulls properly. That's those warp fire throwers. They're going to get aggressive. Fair enough. You realize they have to take the bridge. The best way to go about this. Warp fire throwers going to be a problem. Bring the Hounds up the hill. We do need to draw them across the bridge if we can. They got a couple of the warp fire. They do a pretty good job of dodging when there's not two of them shooting at them. Haven't gone for any municipal low summons either, which, oh, here they are. The first one approaches. You'll blend right through. I'll actually have you guys turn around and go gather up some more skulls. Go fire at will. Go gather up some skulls. terrify them off in a single charge. Move quick if we're gonna cut them off here. Our reinforcements have arrived. Thank goodness it's all the fast movers. Bring them over, and just an absolute ton of flesh hounds. Cannons, go ahead. Back on fire. Will turn and start shooting these warp fire throwers up front. The enemy's scared now. Why run in terror, fools? Take the top position here. Another menace below summon. You want to keep fueling up my cannons. How kind. Exaltants, come on over and help. Start blasting into these warp fire throwers again. Doing donuts through the clan route line. Fall back in the woods here. Get a couple of layers of flesh hounds. Got our secondary blood. Post army. Roacheth if you dare. Spread them out. I'm actually gonna have you go hunt down the other warp fire throwers right away. Get up front for me. These also Furies we can use as shield. You think that's gonna work for you? Flame rats die immediately. Warp fire throwers in there somewhere. It's gonna be your job to hunt them down. Sacrifice them. In we charge. Bring you across two. Cannons still blasting into these warp fire throwers. Go ahead and charge through. Exalted bloodletters fall back just a bit. We'll let the Fleshhound swarm come in. Give them a lock. Group all charge. I think you understand how this is going to go for you. Skaven slaves, start charging up our kills there with them. Down those wolf rats. Rip and tear. Let's grab this group, block them, send them all forward. Start chopping. Blood shrines in. We can hold them easily. We take down these warp fire throwers. Flesh hounds are here. And they hunger. Bring our cannons away though. Set up over here. Unstoppable wave of flesh hounds. We didn't need his heal, but we'll go for it, but he didn't necessarily need it. Fall back just a bit. Looks like they're sitting. How those Fighters of Hell's Deep went right through our line. Even try to fight anyone. I saw another menace below someone back here. What a bold and brave strategy. Find a good spot for the shrine. Alright, Hounds, come on in. Cannon boys, let's get to work. A couple of chiefs left. Furies up whatever after these storm vermin. Flesh Hounds are not winning their fight necessarily. Go ahead and hold them back. We'll give them someone else to fight. Back now. Flesh Hound group, fall back. We're gonna get him on army losses, no problem. Shrine comes through, we just need to deal with the slings in the back line. Our Exalted Bloodletters should have very short work with the Council Guard. Why are you fighting against an assassin? That's no fun. Alright, Poison Wind Globes. There's up the Avalanche Mortar. Where's that coming from? That's definitely the Avalanche Mortar. Where is it coming from? We're not gonna worry about it. Let's go hunt down this assassin. Heal yourself up. Keep chopping through on this side. Let's roll back into these storm vermin. We'll locate the artillery as soon as we can. Now, you can see him coming in, but I'm not Not sure where they're launching those from. I turn back around, hunt down these warp fire throwers. Alright, go ahead and give them the attack all order once more. Charge forward. Our Warhounds are getting smacked up just a little bit there. Oh, you know what? That's probably a unit of Jezzails. That's what that is. Very fair. If we can find them, pretty good shape. They're just coming in one at a time now. Throw these guys in a group, lock them, and then send them forward. Exalted boys in. Looks like we've got most of these warlords broken. Those Skaven slave slings. Yeah, the thief breakers are back here in the woods. Send some of my flesh hounds across. We can hunt them down. We're trying to come on back in. Keep everyone's leadership high. That looks like we probably have got them all on army losses. Or poor Skaven. Where are our hounds? Let's unlock them. We need to make sure we catch pretty much everyone that is fleeing now. Those are free skulls. There's Natty Boobo's sharpshooters. I guess serious work done, didn't they? Blood shrines. You just go after the individual lords that are still surviving. Not sure what's still willing to fight on the enemy side here. Is it just the Scissor Bears? Oh, they've broken too. Someone unbreakable on the side. No longer. Glorious stuff. Try to give everyone their hunting orders. Not gonna be super simple though. There's a lot of guys running. We're gonna run into ourselves more often than not. Your unit has used all of its ammunition. Both going after a single unit. Let's come on and hunt down Clan Vulcan's Tail Slashers. You two as well. Let's make sure we catch them. Where are those ROR guys? Lots of Warhounds not hunting. Full of more rats next time. There's the Tail Slashers gone. Wait, you guys circle back over here. Amount of skulls we're about to claim. Hunt down this warlord. Yeah, let's summon a cheap unit into those bloodletters. What could go wrong? Exactly. What could go wrong indeed? Almost 3,000 here, almost 2,000 here, and then a good 1,500 for Thrym. We'll just keep just rounding up as much as we can. Makes the saga sound so much cooler. 40,000 Skaven there were. Who could blame them? There isn't enough dog food at Costco for the number of dogs you just brought. True. Empty out the Costco warehouses. Alright, let's see what Clan Moors has to say about that one. We only ended up losing a unit of Furies. About 100 kills per unit here. That's excellent. We'll go ahead and take the extra replenishment.
Savage. 'Tis 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 '
Oh, Karanak learned. Hey, they guess they decided that crushing defeat wasn't so crushing. Hound handler. What say you, Thorgrim? A valiant defeat. I am not keen to fight this one on the actual battlefield. We have no one here that could actually deploy with these siege towers, so they might just disappear right off the start of the battle. We'll see if we can't lure Karanak out. Might be trying to diminish our bloodletting as well. Bold strategy. See if it works for him. Heavens. Ambush failed. Awesome. Trying to ambush. Skaven always goes badly. Houndmaster didn't do his ambush very well either. How unfortunate. Got 4 provinces captured now, so 800 more gold, an obsidian amulet, and 200 skulls. Slendash's Ascendant, which is unacceptable. Village drawn to destruction. Yes, please. Gorgazon drawn to destruction. We'll take that as well for the iron mines. We'll accept those provinces too. I'm thinking maim or just keep going for destroy. Slowly increasing our overall melee attack 1% each time. Alright, Frank. Oh, y'all are so lucky I can't reach Kemri. We'll drop into raiding stance. Steal what we can. Give nothing back. Why don't you move up and start raiding as well? As much as we can yoink on away. Alright. Very good stuff. We'll go ahead and take the building up, the arsenal up in Ekrund to the next tier. A war crucible as well. And I'm thinking try to snag in another hero. So we get access to Exalted Heroes of Khorne, going for the Skull Harvester. We can't use any of the cavalry because of our rules, but we can use heroes, so Exalted Hero it is. Wrathful Beasts somehow are still alive. I'm not... No one's sure how or why. Skaven retreated, likely to go after our armies down here in the south. That didn't go very well for them either, though. Alright, Kevin.
Exalted Bloodthirster.
Call to Bloodletting gives us more skulls, less attrition or a lightning strike, so we can try to force the rats to reinforce nice and slowly. We get Khorne. You guys out of march, that way one fights like normal. Alright, man, Servant of Karanak.
Sacred Executioner.
These gorges are treacherous.
Must murder.
Move you to here. We'll charge on into Kradtaman now. Alright, Toxidin holds the line. Let's make sure both of our armies here are coming in as reinforcements, so bring them up as far as we can. Well, you know, we could come on in and attack Toxidin. Kinda funny. Hopping around. Alright, sweet. Now with everyone, this should be a nice, easy victory. That's why you look. Well, our warhounds go down. Sorry, good boys. For their insolence, we should probably... We'll go ahead and sack it. Rip away their strength. War Shrine for Lost Eric, and we have lost us some Hounds, which is completely unacceptable. Up and through. I'm sure everyone can reinforce here together, but I want these guys behind our big boy. That way they don't get. That way they don't get ambushed. Do not care. So we've got to come in and recruit some more Hounds because Auto Resolve is main. That's Claimer of Skulls. Upkeep production by 6% more, more movement, more recruit rank, and local recruitment capacity. So that means you all get on out of here. Just go again with 1 extra recruit rank. Standard Discipline isn't actually very necessary. Let's see if there's any other ancillaries we can use. I'm just gonna start chucking those back into salvage. Blood Collector. Just for Flesh Hounds. Trophy of Killers gives you perfect vigor. Let's go for that one. War Banner's also not very useful, so we'll take that on out and give him instead... probably a Blood Collector. Sword of Bloodshed. All the Ogre Blades. Let's go ahead and combine up these, if we can. We've got items for literal days. Enchanted Shield. Let's combine up the Sword of Swift Slaying. Oh, no more blades. No more blades. Luckstone and Pigeon Plucker. Got ourselves an Ether Blade, a Potion of Healing. Terrifying Mask of E is not necessarily very useful anymore. Combine those up. Sword of Strife and an Ether Blade. We'll go ahead and combine those. Pitzer's Blade and the other Ogre sword we had. Fused Armor gives you perfect vigor. Sounds beautiful for Karanak's Manservant.
War and slaughter.
Another Trickster Shard. It drops, I think it's magical resistance or spell resistance. That's not very useful, so we'll go ahead and give him instead a Potion of Healing. Yes, agreed. Armor of Fortune, we'll just start using these together as well. Get another Eternal Blade. Give that to Barkor. Barkor. Eternal Blade, a Talisman of Preservation. I guess an Enchanted Shield. Oh no, we've got these. So let's do Helm of Discord. Helm of Discord. Already Mutant. We can give him, I think, also the Drill Master and Fleshy Hound Handler for cheaper recruitment of those Fleshy Hounds. That's very good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and continue this stream here until about 4:30. If we don't get another battle against Karanak, I was hoping they were going to come on out and try to face us, but looks like they're content to hide behind their walls. It's very smart.
Not in my name.
Makes for a boring watching, but still smart. Let's see if we can take down the Ockendorf camp. That should stop them from doing, hopefully, the recruiting they want. Let's get Raggut here first. Wow. Medium casualties. Can't go for the Skull Throne just yet, so we'll just charge on in. Ockendorf camp means we will have to fight on the camp battle map, but that's no problem. Let's do better than medium casualties. Alright, Operation Bully them with our cannons is a go. So we will set them up on whatever high ground we can find here. Normal bloodletters and the big, chunky spawn will work. Alright, one on behind, we'll just kind of swarm through. Series will drop in right behind them, and then we can set our Flesh Hounds round one of the other entrances. Alright, perfect. Let it begin. Any lord you're planning to revisit? I haven't completed all of the all the races in game currently to go back and revisit any lords, but if I'm going to, it'll probably be Oxyotl first. Oxyotl's campaign is a lot of fun. We got a bugged version where we were able to teleport every single turn, and it made it quite a bit easier for us. We blasted through. This was back before I had gained even a kind of a smidgen of the knowledge I have now, battle-wise. And we annihilated them. As towers are an issue. Let the cannons keep on firing. Let's charge this whole group into these Ogre Bulls. Eager to fall, they are. Okay, let's see if you can sneak by. Shooting the point-blank shots while sneaking sounds awesome. Oh, they're getting stuck. Alright, we'll clobber them then. You guys in to capture this zone. And the Furies can just kind of fly over the top and be obnoxious. Oh, they're good at knocking over towers. We'll do that. Alright, cannons. Set you two up here. Spawn of corn. Go this way. Actually, go ahead and capture these ogre bulls, and we can let our exalted bloodletters go hunt these nobblers. Speed this battle up just a bit. And get them. Cut through them very quickly. Avoid that tyrant. Wants to be cheeky, he does. Cannons go round. Draw that tyrant on in. He wants to chase that group of flush hounds, so be it. We'll take you and the exalteds. We'll go hunt down old crag gut. Flush hounds back just for a moment. In comes old crag gut. Have the cannons move in and the flush hounds. His leadership shouldn't handle being surrounded like that for very long. We lost quite a few of the Furies there in the tower barrage. That's no good. We'll send them after these nobblers. You guys too, go hunt down those knobbly boys. Alright, cannons fall back just a bit. Spawn and the flush hounds do some damage. Need all the flush hounds to try to surround the same unit. Normally only about 3 of them can fight at once. And there comes our lord for some pretty serious damage. Actually, that. Make sure none of the other ogres are coming on back to fight. Looks like nope, absolutely not. Tower's dealt with. Our lord's taking a few hits, but you'll be fine. Victory corn. Never any doubt. Of all the factions you have played, which is your least favorite? Norska. Playing as Wolfric was rough. Norska definitely, they desperately need their rework whenever that's coming. They're going to need it to be kind of like a Champions of Chaos style thing, where it's not just Norska, but all of the kind of tribes of Chaos up there in the north. We probably shouldn't have Norskins all the way stretching from Norska proper all the way to where the Hung and the Kurgan would normally be. I think their rework is going to be quite a large one, though. But Nolska. What is your least favorite faction to play there? Just yes? Right, 35 fall. We'll go ahead and take their replenishment. The only time you're able to with them is in battle. We'll like to hunt down Targog here before he's able to replenish his troops. Charge on in to see if he will fight. He is. We will give this one to the auto resolve. Amulet. Sweet. These guys aren't really long for the world. We'll let them set up in the combat trials and then raiding for a few turns, and then we'll get rid of them. We're keeping them for now just for the growth. I'd like to get another army up running around over here that is a permanent one. We'll probably start it over here near Ekron, though, just to be safe. We'll get another of our heralds. Maimer or the Bad Hat. Like 50 more armor piercing. Sounds good. Or Fiend, you set up here. We'll move you on in as soon as we can. Right, good stuff. Looks like our Attack of Kimry can commence as soon as we're able. We pretty well run over the factions of this area. Put another gate of corn. All the extra bloodletters. Who hasn't been moved? Skarbrand, of course. Skarbrand, the Bone Eaters. Who are set up in raiding stance. I'm thinking the plan with you guys is we'll just go ahead and give one final hurrah for the three of you. Destroy. We will blood for the blood god, though. Who do we manage to come on in? Oh, these Soul Feasters. And then we'll just keep their growth as well for as long as we can. There we go. That is good stuff. These Wrathful Beasts are not super useful, and they've lost their growth or their bloodletting, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them entirely. Get rid of them entirely. Alright, let's put it in turn. Wait, repeat, got a little distracted. Oh, my least favorite faction would be Norska. What is your own? Norska just needs a lot of help. Their Marauders and even Marauder champions just don't perform well in the late game. That goes for a lot of their forces. The buffs you do get for them just don't seem to be enough to make them able to hold the line. You lose them in droves. And auto-resolve seems to really not like most of your units just because of the lack of armor. Alright. Well, I don't see any more Skaven. They have run for the hills. So we'll just let you hit Grandtommen. That perfect figure. We'll go ahead and set up another Bloodhost army. We need to get rid of a couple of these guys. We can't quite afford this much negative upkeep every single turn. Send some more back to the Skull Throne. We should have done that first for more post-battle loot. That'll be alright. With their foe Torque. Alright, so which of you is the most weakened? Combine up some of their units here. That way we're not paying quite as much. I'll get rid of this unit of Spawn. Weak or strong? Alright, so Karanak's manservant. Moving through the mountains here is kind of a pain. Man, ambush kits are gonna be worth it. We're just gonna charge straight through after Misty Mountain. These two can march together on the other side. I don't mind trying to ambush the rats ourselves. This likely will work. Alright, sweet. So that means, Thorgrim, are you willing to fight yet? Oh no, it's swapped on over to a Pyrrhic victory now. I mean, I want to fight this one on the field. Inside the zone will be so difficult. Just because none of our hounds get up on the walls. So nope, we have to continue to sit up outside. Karanak shall soon fall. Bone Eaters. Now they're doing great, aren't you? Move on down in raiding stance. Those that can. Combat trials for you guys. We'll just hit Vertinos here. Looks like Scrag has decided to roll over. Which is fine by me. Feasters will have you now raid until you're done. Seek those victims. Guys, you definitely don't need to stay here and raid. It's time to move on, Kimry. Break the Hound Master can start. Never. On Snickler. Alright, we'll go ahead and end this episode, or this stream then, with a battle against Kimry. Pretty easily I'll resolve this one now, but we shall not. Let's try for a siege battle with our Hounds. A little bit of a warm-up for fighting the much more scary and potent Dawi. The most boring one to watch for me are the ones with very limited rosters, so basically Norska ogres and honestly Dark Elves sometimes. That's true. Dark Elves tend to be nothing but the crossbows, which is very fair because they're extremely good. But it does tend to make the armies a little bit more boring because nothing else really compares. Dark Shards are just too useful. Same kind of thing with the High Elves, though. Their archers are so good even in the late game. Don't necessarily have to use much else. Alright, we'll just strike through this gatehouse then. Are you a siege attacker? I believe you're the only one that is. We might have to send the Flushhound in disguise in to take down the gatehouse. Our normal Warhounds, and then the Flushhounds too. As soon as the battle commences, we'll go ahead and send them around and go after the different gates. Let's get it. Here, I can just kind of come on up. Set up next to the gatehouse for me. These Warhounds can go wide. Warhounds still chew through gates fairly quickly. Much faster than the likes of like a Flushhound. We'll send like 2 of them over to the very back. Spread our enemy's forces as much as possible. That's why the Warriors of... I love the Warriors of Chaos. They are themed armies galore. That's super true.
Lord of Corn.
All of the different flavors of Chaos. You can use any you desire. Your tools have been spotted. Everyone's super isolated. We can just summon in some bloodletters and completely obliterate. We can't here. Is it worth it? No, but that unit is completely gone. Hello, good friends. Meet the hot dog warriors. Even through those gates. Yeah, that's part of the reason I've been enjoying our Lustre Rises and Jurassic Lost Con campaign so much. They can get through the gate pretty quickly. We're going to send you over to hunt down these Crypt Ghouls. Quick charge right on in. They can send the actual Flushhounds behind here. Start snacking on some skulls as well. Through the line. Oh good, they sent the Fellbats after you guys. That is a perfect trade for us. Bloody Fist, you charge through, we're gonna use you kind of like Skarbrand. And let's have this group come on over to charge through when they're done. Bring our Cav and our Shrine in. Karanak is the best boy. Let's go ahead and drop in some Flushhound support back here. I don't believe we can go for the Parade of the Blood God because it doesn't count as a Lord or Hero. Let Karanak jump in here and summon in some friends. Come up to the top. Get into the gates pretty quickly. Snacking. Thermite Hounds, we should call them. The new Flushhounds just charge them into the Grave Guard. Start munching. Didn't actually need the heals with Karanak, but you look before you click. Here, keep smashing. Stay at your gates. We can summon in this group of bloodletters. Well, not exactly like that, but it will work. So those Skelly warriors. Turtle Shrine has arrived. Once melee attack just shoots through the roof now. Police around, we'll go ahead and charge the Skelly Spearmen. And are we fast enough to get through the gates? We are indeed. Well, they're going to send the cavalry to hunt them, though. Let's see how hateful they are. No, they're actually making good calls. Charge them straight in the middle. Let's go ahead and get these Furies out so they can reactivate their charge bonus. All the Flesh Hounds. Where's the there? Furies back in. And look at the Knights completely ignoring the option to win. Just chase off your Warhounds. Chivalrous they are not. And to capture this zone. Finally through. Sweet. Bring them on in. Well, that's that. Kimry isn't as well defended when it's not held by the Doom Guard. All of the red boys. Alright, and those knights are now gone as well, so let's go ahead and give that one a rest. Right, is the spice of games like these, always playing Doom stacks is boring. I would agree. There are some that enjoy the Doom stacks, and I do on occasion. But I tend to enjoy our themed armies the most. That's why I'm thinking it's time to kind of put this one on a side and start up another campaign so we can have more than just Flesh Hounds and Doggos. We've achieved our initial goals of a short campaign victory, which you could pretty much do with Skarbrand by himself, but with Karanak, you can do it with Hounds. Alright, as this loading screen finishes on up, we will go ahead and call this stream here. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Karanak and Skarbrand's Enthusiastic Walk, Part 3. It's been a ton of fun. We made a good deal of progress, too. We will go ahead and have ourselves another stream then next week sometime. I'll try to give it a little bit more warning in advance than we did here for this one. It should be a lot of fun. We'll probably pick up with either Elspeth, or we might even start a brand new campaign. I've been looking at different mods for Lord of the Rings, so we'll see what we can find. Thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time.